Yeah, well, I'm about to head to Andamooka, so I thought. I have no idea where all that's coming from. So second time today, we're finally going to get going. That's what we've just taken on board. Now let's get there. Okay, here we are, back in Andamooka, finally. And bad start to the day, but we got past it. Got up here, did the shopping at Roxby and drove out here. It was getting dark and got set up, so now it's definitely dark and just going to head out to the claim straight up, have a scratch. We've only got a couple of days in it. We'll make the most of it and try and get a bit of work done at night so we can not put the machinery through the heat of the day, just in case it gets a bit too hot up here during the day. So that, and we can blacklight at night. Yay! I don't know if you guys have as much fun watching it, but yeah, it's a lot of fun doing it. If you ever get out and have the chance to do it, I'd highly recommend it. Just make sure you do it safely. A bit too dark to see. There we go. Alright, and again, you should all know your way out here by now. I'm just going to watch the track. It's never know where the rocks might have moved since I was down here last. If you're not up and down here regular enough, yeah, things can change. Wet weather track, dry weather track, kangaroo. Oop. Little rabbit. Something just ran off. So yeah, as we come out of town, for those who are new to this, come out of town, down here, and I've watched this spot. It's a bit of an undulating track. It's heading through, believe it or not, it's a creek. And we're heading up out the other side of the creek here, out towards Guns Gully and Tea Tree Flat. Guns Gully's through the field a bit. Tea Tree, that's where we're just heading to, and the beginning of this field just up here, this diggings. Just in case no one's familiar with that, so we're in Andamooka as far as the field goes, and we're out here towards Tea Tree, and that's the diggings. I started out at White Dam Diggings at Andamooka field, but yeah, that's how that works. Now, let's see if I can remember where the turn-off is. It's got to be right here. I swear it's got to be right here. We took it a bit late. Yeah, better late than never. I'm just going to pull up here for a minute. Okay, help unload. Caught on the wire. Okay. G'day, Mr. Wuttkey.
How we doing?
Yeah, good. Oh, good to be back out here. Alright, time to get back in the car and we'll make our way. In we go.
Starting normal recording.
Good girl. Yes, I assigned her agenda. Okay. We got water, goggles, EGTAC, black lights, batteries, DeWalt. Alright, we're all set. Now, have a look over here. We have the Kanga. Woo. So I'll leave that there for a minute. I can help myself. Quick look. How much did we miss last time? There we go already. Potch, no doubt. So yeah, this is where we left off and lost our trace. It's in there somewhere. We'll find it again. There we go, found it. It's like painted lady material right here. So this looks like a bit of a level looking breaking apart. That's what happens when it dries out. Oh, look, there's a seam there. Very thin. Let's see if I can get this. Got one spot there. Right there. In here. So, is there something in there? Does it open up? Is it just as... It's not going to break up very easily. I can't wait to get into it. Anyway, I'll stop playing around with ham. We'll get a move on. Start some machinery up. Alright, so just going to jump on the Kanga for a bit. And we'll start eating this out. Get all that overburden down there out the way so we can start going in again. All this here and clear this floor out, and we'll start putting a bit of a gradient down there instead of having to come down here. It's probably hard to see. There we go. So instead of coming down the ramp we've been coming down, we're going to put one off to the left a bit. That way we've got more playroom down here. So anyway, I'll just shot by shot see the progress of this emptying out. Alright, not sure if you can see the difference much yet. Get the floor a bit more planed out. The space down there, that lower edge getting a bit smaller. Get pushed up against that wall so that little section there is going to come out. So well, that section down there, not quite up that way. So getting this out and then we'll start working down this side, and Jason is working on the ramp. Come down. There you go, bit by bit, it's getting there. We're getting our face back against this wall. We've got the section there, it's just about gone. A little bit more down there, and we're good to go. Alright, so down here we have a wall. Down to the floor again. We're just going to kill the lights. And here we go. Spot the opal. I'm not sure if there's any colour, but it's the start of something. I'll keep chasing it. If it gets exciting, we'll come back. Not everyone can afford a drone. What would Andamooka be without a resident? Slow down, fella. I just want to do an interview. This is under black light. The little gecko. So we'll look at him in normal light. Very thin, very young though. Hopefully fattens up a bit. Anybody? Not sure what type you. Oops, where are you? Not sure what type you are. You're very lively though. It's sort of a warmish night. Not super warm, but yeah, I'll try not to walk on you, mate. Alright, so this is our last day, Sunday. We had 2 days up here, so check it out from what we started with. We found a couple of scraps, touch of colour, nothing cuttable as such with any great excitement, but we definitely knocked a hole in it, shoved a lot of dirt, created a track. So looking back up out now, the track just goes straight up to the top there. Chuck a left and that's where I've been dumping it. And yeah, so if I get the camera straight and I bring you at excavator seat height, you can sort of see we've come down a bit more in the floor in height. This is if you've been watching these videos. I'll try and show past footage alongside this so you can get an idea, but we were over here to start with, finding a bit, and we've gone in somewhat to the point that if I come up to this wall, I'm now sort of in the beginning of an entrance that we're going to keep burrowing forward that way and chasing. There we go. These sorts of things, where that comes down and all that red staining, that's your iron that's leached out in the when whatever minerals, I'm not sure what they were, the aluminium, iron, silicates, they broke down with a bit of sick rain, so the story goes. And yeah, first came out the irons, ferrous, so that's why everything's a lot of red stained. And other stuff happened, then the silica was left free, nobody wanted it, so it decided to collect and grow into little balls and form opal. So these are the I don't know if you can see here, it's clear as what I'm seeing. You can see sort of a, I'll call it a level, and it has got a bit of opal in it, trace and whatnot, and the colour we've been pulling out, if you can call it that. Anyway, that's that. So you need an entrance point that's come down, flooded along here, and then hopefully one of these has carried the opal, because as it's come down it's all filtered out, and then the gel got raised back up through the cracks, or it collected down there to start with, not sure. It's all about the opal formation, that's just what I understand so far. And yeah, so we're just looking for that. We found a bit over here. Up here. There was a, there's one, sort of here, the edge of one that ran down there. It keeps going down. That's just the one carrying gypsum. And you can sort of see some rocks here, a bit of a level, so hopefully whatever's flowed down, and we're getting, you know, light trace of potch up above it. It's not that there's nothing up here, but anything we're finding was more down under this level as it's filtered down. And then through this level is what you want to keep an eye out for. And any cracks that have allowed it to pull as it's flowed this way, finds a cavity and collects up in there and fills up. And it keeps flowing along. And that's why most of it's all pinched off trace through that sort of level. And then every now and then you intersects with a fault, fissure, something. And yeah, when they all converge, you can get a nice opened up, imagine a bunch of cracks intersecting in the cavity that's left in the knuckle of it, as opposed to the wispy little veins that feed into it. So that's where you find your pockets. Anyway, that's as far as we've gotten now. And we're just going to leave this one here, and we're going to have a scratch around on another field for a bit. See if we can't do some damage. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this. We've definitely made it easier for next time. We're going to be putting the track down here, along here, and have it come down there. But this track was just too nice in the end, and we've kept it over and opened this up. This was all overburdened at the beginning of this trip, so that's all been carted out, made a new road in, and yeah. So that's it for this trip here. He's so cute. Your little baby. Hey, buddy. Out for a little stroll? You're so tiny. Just next to my finger. Little baby. Hang on. Hey, buddy. You out for a little stroll? You're not shy, are you? You're so new. It's a lot pinker in person. He's very young. He's so tiny. Look at my little finger. Out for a morning walk.